stakeholder, the communities we operate, our suppliers, the way we govern our business, all of you in this room. Everything that our business touches is a stakeholder. And to be a stakeholder corporation, you actually have to amend the bylaws of your organization legally to take them into account. So this means that we legally are balancing our profit with our purpose, and we are obligated to do so. That is very, very special. There are not very many organizations globally that have taken this huge step to be a mission-driven business, and it does differentiate us from many, many other businesses out there. So, in addition to that, as I said, we are a mission-driven business. We are on a mission to empower all to flourish through sustainable, healthy living. And it's something that I take very seriously in my job every single day. We bring our mission to life from our product philosophy to our scientific advisory board, the stakeholders that we partner with, and of course through our brand values themselves. And she did such a lovely job speaking about this. I'm actually going to go to the next slide. We also bring this to life through our sustainability compass. This is how we measure our impact on stakeholders. We're looking at our environmental impact. We're looking at the way that we govern our business. We're looking at the way that we participate with our communities and, of course, with our employees at home office and all of our customers globally as well. This is what allows us to live our values as a business every single day. So we're also a certified B Corporation. As you can probably tell, I'm quite passionate about that movement, having spent over 10 years certifying businesses globally. It is something that is near and dear to my heart and also an incredibly hard thing to become certified. So what is a B Corp? Why are they important? And why are companies flocking to this certification? If you have not heard of it, go look at your grocery store. You're going to find it on a lot of products, and there's only more that are coming out. Now, to set the context of the B Corporation certification, I think it's really important that we look at the history of certifications of sustainability within business. And sustainability within business really started by focusing on product and process-specific certifications. We saw the emergence of organic in the United States for agriculture practices. We saw FSC and RSPO to ensure that we were not contributed to deforestation when we were sourcing our ingredients or our paper products. We saw green building certifications emerge and everything in between. But ultimately, for a very long time, there was no way to see whether a company was holistically doing good in total. You had all these little ways to say, yes, this product is good, or this sourcing was good, but how do you know a company was doing good? And this actually led to the emergence of the B Corporation certification in 2007. The auditors who created the assessment and a test that you have to take took all of these other product and process specific certifications and best practices in business globally and integrated them into one larger certification called the B Corporation. So the B Corporation certification was created by the nonprofit entity B Lab. They are the certifying body, the auditors, the creators of the impact assessment, which every B Corporation must take to become certified, and they are the builders of our global community that is dedicated to using the power of our business as a force for good. They also ensure that B Corporations are verified to meet the highest standards of transparency, social and environmental accountability, and performance, and of course business accountability. And let me tell you, it's an incredible company to keep. There are now, it's so quickly growing, there are now 5,400 companies certified since I made these slides not too long ago. And they span across 83 countries and 150 industries. But we all have one goal, and that's to leverage the power of our business economically as a force for good. It is the gold standard in terms of business certifications, and we are actually seeing a tremendous organizational flocking to the certification. So there are more companies in queue to be certified right now than there are certified in the world. I did my first certification in 2012. We had a whopping 700 companies at that point in time. It was a very small community, and now we're up to 5,400. So it is exponentially growing. And that's not all. 150,000 companies globally are using the B Impact Assessment, which is the test we have to take to be certified, as a way to benchmark their businesses. Now, out of those 150,000, only 5,400 have made the cut. That is just over 3% that we're actually able to become a certified B Corporation. That is how difficult it is to be certified. And there's a tremendous growing interest in the certification. Conscious consumers are demanding better. They're demanding transparency, and they will not trust an organization if there is not a third party saying that what they're doing is actually happening. And I'm no different. I don't blame them. I don't trust companies making unvalidated claims either, and neither should you. And it's really important that you understand that the certification is not only a stamp of approval saying that we've been vetted by a third party, so you can trust us, but it also means that the people that you talk to about our business can trust us as well. And this is actually a really fun fact. For the first time in the 12 years that I have been reading about sustainability market research, consumers are now willing to pay more. So instead of it seen as something that should be just nice to have or incorporated in, consumers are willing to put their money where their mouth is for the first time ever. So for all of these reasons and so many more, Arbonne decided in 2019 to pursue the B Corporation certification. We had to answer over 300 questions with over 1,200 data points proving to B-Lab that we are who we say we are. Truly extensive and something that we work on all the time. It is a never-ending project and a never-ending labor of love. And the most important part is that this has actually provided us with an opportunity to benchmark our business so we understand our strategy for the future, because there's always an opportunity for improvement and we will never stop improving. We have set incredibly aggressive goals to ensure that we are aligning with science-based targets to be the change that we wish to see in the world. We have strong commitments to the climate crisis. We're building better products that utilize renewable and recycled materials and align with end-of-life circularity, ensuring that they will not end up in a landfill. And we're also making incredible progress towards our renewable electricity and zero waste goals. And we're kicking butt. We achieved some of these goals early. We actually achieved our energy and water reduction goals last year, 4 years ahead of when we thought we would. Thank you, the team was incredible. And one of the reasons why is one of my favorite projects, which is actually a water conservation and reclamation project that is at our manufacturing plant where Derm Results is produced and all of our other skincare products. It is in Los Angeles, which is where I was born and raised. It is an extremely drought-stricken state, so it's really important that we're putting our money where our mouth is in a place where they need more water than ever before. Now, with all of that being said, we've made some other really cool accomplishments along the way. The first is the founding of a B Corp coalition called the Bee Beauty Coalition. I serve as the co-chair of Greener Logistics, helping to provide resources for those within the beauty industry to ensure that they're benchmarking their operations and value chain to ensure that they're building a better future for the people and the planet within it. We're creating new resources to ensure that they can measure their own businesses and learn from us to do better in the world. Oh, sorry, we're gonna go back. We are also working to ensure that our supply chain becomes a value chain. And this means that all of those suppliers and everywhere that we source from our farms to your face aligns with our values. I'm very proud to stand here today to say over the last 3 years, we have tirelessly worked to ensure that all of our direct key suppliers are verified by the third-party EcoVadis or an equivalent auditing body to ensure that they align with our values and are measuring ethics, transparency, labor, and the environmental impact of their own actions in their supply chain. And last but not least, we believe in a world with less waste. We're building better products. It takes time, and we will continue to make progress in that. And until we can meet our goal of the circular economy, we will be offering Arbonne Cycle, which is our way to ensure that your waste does not end up in a landfill. We have several collection points on site. Please come visit us if you do have any waste. If you're sipping on your fizz or anything like that, we'll be able to take that and make sure that it's responsibly disposed of for you. And we have actually collected over 1.4 million pieces of packaging globally through this program since it launched a couple of years ago. Amazing. The thanks goes to all of you for sending it back. In conclusion, oh, not yet, sorry guys, got ahead of myself. There are so many ways that you can get involved because it's really important that at a home office, we're doing our part and we're leading by example. But that should not stop with us, and it must go to you. So we have some really fun ways that you can get involved with us. We have our Flourishing for the Future Award, which has designed challenges that align with